Okay, this time I have another RAF bomber. This time it's the Avro Vulcan, the iconic bomber of the RAF. This is the Falkland War Edition gift set by Airfix. It is quite an old kit. Oh, let's get this thing the right way around. So you can see it, there's all the different markings it makes. Makes the different squadrons. These were based not far from where I live actually. I live in Doncaster, and one of the biggest bases for the Vulcan bombers was at Finningley, which is about 10 miles away from here. So these were operating out there. It's got one of the longest runways in England and has now been turned into a commercial airport quite recently, in the last sort of 5-6 years. But this is the 172nd Airfix Avro Vulcan. So start off, let's just move this stuff out of the way. We have our decal sheet. It's the first thing in the box, so I'll grab this. It's got 2 sets of markings in it. These pieces are generic to all of the kits, and these are the unique ones. Which one's this one? That one is the... doesn't actually tell you what squadrons they are. It probably will do on the box. But there's that. Then we have our destruction manual. This is an old Airfix manual. Well, it's when they were bought out by Hornby, so it's still quite a recent one, but it's in the old style instruction manual. Telling you to place the decals and stuff. These have got the black and white pictures in them, unlike the Valiant, which I showed previously, which has the colour pictures. And then we get one big, huge bag of screws, and I think a piece has just fallen out of there. Maybe. Nope. I thought a piece might have fallen out of the back. It's this is the old style polystyrene based plastic. Oh, a lot of loose pieces in this kit. Possibly because the sprues are quite old. A lot of the pieces have fell off the sprues. So we have the tailplane piece, some doorway, some description. This appears to be a piece of the fuselage, and the other piece of the fuselage, yeah, it's the tail end. Some sort of either upper part of the plane or the lower half of the fuselage. More pieces. It's the hatchway with the ladders, and then we have the main fuselage of the plane here. Yeah, it's the lower half of the fuselage. That you have the long Tom, I can't remember. It's basically the nuclear cruise missile that the Vulcans used to carry. It's a long Tom or Tom, I can't remember. I'll look it up. Okay, so there's the upper half of the fuselage with the cockpit. And then we have our clear piece, just one little tiny sprue. Again, this is very similar design to the Valiant one, where it's frosted with the clear pieces, so you can't mistake where your paint needs to go. There's quite a bit of flash on this kit actually, looking at these pieces. Okay, so we have the wings, 2 big Delta wings, the exhausts for the upper half of the engines, both sides. Then we have our pilots in the middle there. Quite a lot of flash around these guys. Exhausts, and landing gear, etc. Very big sprue. And then we've got this one, which appears to be more bomb bays and more wheels. There possibly was the pieces of the fuselage was on this. They've fallen off. And then we've got our lower half of the wings and our landing gear and the entry ladder. If you had it with the landing gear down, obviously you wouldn't be able to get in through the door. All these little pieces here. Ooh. And the other half of the tailplane's on that sprue as well. And of course this is a gift set. They always come with glue and paints and a rather sad looking paintbrush. I tend to use these paintbrushes for like washes and stuff because they're stable hairbrushes, so they're very soft, useful for like using, like applying washes and shades. I tend to use them for applying my oil washes and enamel washes usually. Big collection of acrylic paint and a bottle of precision poly cement, which I think has actually gone hard. Yes, it has. It's actually gone off. That's no good. That's needs to go in the bin. It's actually all dried. Never mind. So that's a look at the Vulcan bomber. And up next I might be doing another Iron Man kit, which I promised earlier. So thanks again for watching. Until next time, happy modelling.